Hello everyone, and welcome back. Before we dive into today's life-saving topic, please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and follow our channel so you never miss out on our latest health and medical updates. And if you want to read more comprehensive health articles and stay informed, make sure to visit our trusted platform, healthtalk.org. Today, we are not just going to talk about a generic miracle food. We are going to discuss a specific food that scientific research shows can actually prevent cancer metastasis. You see, most people do not lose their lives to the primary cancer itself, but rather to metastasis, which is the spreading of cancer throughout the body. In fact, it is estimated that more than 90% of cancer deaths are caused by metastasis. A recently published study found something quite surprising. Conventional cancer treatments like radiotherapy, surgery, fine needle aspiration biopsies, and chemotherapy can sometimes actually increase cancer metastasis. For example, it was predicted that in patients undergoing chemotherapy, cancer cells could be released into the circulation more frequently, potentially allowing the cancer to spread through the bloodstream. However, I must emphasize a crucial point right here. The absolute best treatment for all cancer patients is the one provided by professional oncologists, surgeons, radiotherapists, and nuclear medicine specialists. Please never forget that the best medical care will always come directly from your doctor. For a very long time, scientists couldn't figure out exactly how metastasis started, which made it incredibly difficult to develop treatments. But in 2018, a revolutionary, groundbreaking article was published in the prestigious journal Nature. Researchers discovered a protein indicator called CD36 located right on the membranes of tumor cells. This specific protein is responsible for the uptake of fatty acids into the cell. More importantly, the activity of CD36 helps scientists distinguish the exact cells that initiate metastasis from all other tumor cells. In other words, in certain cancers, the presence of the CD36 protein directly indicates the tumor's power to metastasize and spread. Now, this does not apply to absolutely all cancers. There is no single magic cure that heals every cancer, so please don't believe sensationalized fake news claims otherwise. Every cancer has its own unique biological makeup. However, what this research firmly established is that tumor cells containing CD36 have a significantly higher capacity to metastasize. So, what triggers this dangerous CD36 protein? You might have heard the common fallacy that sugar provides energy to cancer cells and increases metastasis. Such rumors are everywhere, but it is much more important to rely on proven studies rather than myths. The truth? Palmitic acid and high-fat diets are the real culprits. These fats increase the activity of CD36, making it easier for cancer to metastasize. Cancer cells that divide at a high rate absolutely love cholesterol and fat. Because fat contains a massive amount of energy, high-fat intake makes the division and spreading of cancer cells much easier. Furthermore, consuming too much saturated fat has been observed to increase risk of death in some cancers. To prove this, a very clear experiment was conducted on mice. When mice were fed a diet with 15% more fat and were given an oral cancer vaccine, researchers observed that more than 80% of the mice fed the fat-rich lipid diet developed metastasis. It was clearly determined that diets rich in fatty acids heavily increase metastasis. Palmitic acid, specifically, is a fat, a lipid, often derived from coconut, or palm, and it's found in many everyday foods. A huge portion of ultra-processed foods contains palmitic acid, which is known at the molecular level to act as a molecule that drives the progression of many diseases. In fact, recent studies have repeatedly linked ultra-processed foods to chronic diseases. But here is where the good news comes in. Research found that when CD36 is blocked, oral cancer is prevented, and remarkably, this comes with no side effects. Similarly, blocking or inhibiting CD36 was found to decrease or prevent metastasis in melanoma, breast cancer, prostate cancer, and ovarian cancer. In another study concerning glioblastoma, a type of brain tumor, it was found that CD36 increased metastasis, and patients with lower CD36 positivity actually had extended lifespans. So the critical question is, knowing that CD36 regulates metastasis, is there a specific food we can add to our diet that naturally blocks CD36 and reduces metastasis? Yes, there is. That food is broccoli. Eating broccoli as part of your diet naturally reduces CD36. In a study focusing on pancreatic cancer, it was observed that mortality rates in certain years were noticeably lower among patients who consumed broccoli. Broccoli, as you know, belongs to the cruciferous vegetable family. Consuming it doesn't just stop cancer metastasis, it is also fantastic for heart health, has incredibly strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, and helps regulate your blood sugar. Essentially, by using your diet almost like a medicine, you can actively inhibit metastasis. Scientific studies have proven that when you eat broccoli, it effectively reduces metastasis, especially in cancer types we discussed today. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information valuable, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow us for more evidence-based medical content. And be sure to check out healtalk.org for more health insights and detailed articles. As we always say, health is wealth, ladies and gentlemen. Stay healthy and take care. I'll see you in the next Heal Talk episode.